Bishop Stephen, welcome to the University of Huddersfield.
Thank you very much.
This isn't the first time that you've been with us, because as a council member of the university for many years, you've been coming here an awful lot. The Church of England at the moment is in debate, shall we say, over whether it should allow women to become bishops.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this?
Well, of course, we've been in debate about it for about the last 20 years, and that was preceded by debate about whether women should be deacons and then priests. And I think, in a way, when we made the decision in 1992, which came into effect in 1994 when women were ordained priests, we were, in my view, making a decision across the board. It seems to me once you've ordained women priests, it is a nonsense not to allow the process to go forward for them to be bishops. And I won't bog you down in theology, but there are good theological reasons for saying that too. But at the same time, it has been a difficult decision because in different parts of the church, there are people who've had reservations about why we should do it. Some people towards the more Catholic end of the Church of England say that we should not make that sort of decision on our own. It's something that needs to be done with all of the churches together, Orthodox, Roman Catholics and others. Others would say at the more evangelical end of the church that they would say that it's clear in the Bible that there's a sort of strong emphasis on men being leaders rather than women. Now, I don't go with either of those things. I don't, because it seems to be the interpretation of the Bible is a complex thing. And on so many other issues, we do use the Bible, but we use it in a much more subtle way than that. And equally, on the question of whether we should wait for all the other churches, well, ideally, I'd be with that. But of course, the fact of the matter is, other churches have moved on other things without us. And I think that at some point, if we think by conscience and by clear, good theological sense that we ought to do something, and we've got sufficient consensus in our own church, we should do it. And I think we're at that point. But we do need to make sure, just in the final fine-tuning of it, that we bring as many people with us as we can. And I thought we were very near to doing that this last summer, and at the last minute we weren't. And I thought that the Archbishop of Canterbury's comment was very good. In Christmas crackers, you often get those little things rather like a bagatelle board, where you've got to get 4 balls into little holes. And you nearly always get 3 of them in, and not the last one. So you shake it around a bit, and you get 3 others in, and not the other one. And I think that's just about where we've got to. And I am very concerned, and I think really in the end, confident in a fairly gentle way, that in November we can get ourselves to the position where we can vote for it, and we can do so in a way that brings as many people as possible with us.
The University of Huddersfield, inspiring tomorrow's professionals.